My trouble is, I'm named Bernard. Who made it my name? Did I make it my name? I don't feel like a Bernard. I had hostile parents. They named me Bernard. Is that my fault? Okay, Bernard is fine for other people. But all my life, whenever I went out on the street and someone called me Bernard, I thought they were speaking to someone else. When I realized that it was me, I felt disappointed. I just can't identify with the name. Inside, I'm all different from a Bernard. If you knew me on the inside, you wouldn't recognize me for who I am on the outside. You should see me when I'm by myself. The inside me starts to flower and come alive. And then someone comes along and says, Bernard, and it remembers who I am and gets crushed. I know things would be different if people only called me by my inside name. Spike.
God, don't you just hate this rat race?
God, yes. Hi, Jeannie. Hi, Faye.
Hey, Rick. Hi, Chuck.
God, all this table hopping, all this partying.
God, isn't it a drag?
Hi, Betsy. Hi, Bobby. Hi, Fran.
Hey, Pete. Hi, Joe. Hey, Stan.
Don't they ever let up? I mean, what are they overcompensating for?
God, isn't it just too Freudian?
Hi, Carol. Hi, Roz. Hi, Candy. Hi, Bev. Hi, Sue.
Hey, Rock. Hi, Dean. Hi, Billy. Hey, Buzz. Hi, Lee.
How I'll ever get through lunch hour is beyond me. Say, you down here often?
Every day pretty well.
Hey, Flo. Hey, Gail. Hey, Elaine. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Doris. Hey, Janet. Hey, May. Hey, Eve.
Hey, Casey. Hi, Mark. Hi, Toby. Hey, Tony. Hi, George. And hi, Nat.
They lead such empty lives.
You know what we're living in, man? We're living in the age of the urban chick. You can't tell them anything. They're hip. They learned it all at Smith or Radcliffe.
I don't know, Huey. I'm like a little boy. What can I do?
The urban chick was trained for destruction. Very early in her career, they take away her identity and replace it with a suit of armor.
My problem is I'm basically not competitive.
Well, if all you got is armor, baby, you got to use it. If you take an urban chick on her terms, man, you're dead.
How many times can I lose before I start feeling like a loser?
There's only one way I know to crumble her.
How? For God's sake, how?
Talk dirty.
Talk dirty?
Now, I'm not talking about the self-conscious dirty like it's a current in thing she does herself. I'm talking animal dirty. You gotta make her feel like she's in the jungle, baby. And all those rules she learned in school don't work.
Talk dirty. Do you really mean talk dirty?
Man, if you make an urban chick feel defenseless, she'll confuse it with love. With all that armor, where could she get the experience to know the difference?
This works.
Man, talk dirty. Never pay a check and take her to Tennessee Williams plays. It has to work. To the urban chick, brutality is a status symbol.
A dance to the loss of innocence. In this dance, I have symbolized youth. Its hopes, its wishes, its dreams, its choice of friends, of lovers, of gods. Youth, bright and eager to search life for its meaning, certain in knowledge that it will find that meaning. And then comes disillusion, the disappointment of friends, the inadequacy of lovers, and the failure of gods, the gaining of bitter insights. There is no one who doesn't lie. There is nothing incorruptible. They're all cheats and out to get you. Don't you believe a single one of the no good dirty? Oh, forget it. I don't feel like dancing.
Why do I always end up with girls who are neurotic?
Hey, dig that chick in the booth, huh? Something, huh? Something.
They're never neurotic in the beginning. In the beginning, they seem so normal.
Oh, she's on a little magazine kick. I love it. It kills me.
In the beginning, she tells me how kind I am, how I'm not crude and demanding like all the other guys she's ever met.
Oh, she's looking up. Wild eyes, wild. Come on, baby, look at me.
In the beginning, we seem like almost the same person. We like the same movies, the same songs.
Smile, you phony little magazine chick. Smile.
All of a sudden, she starts hiding yawns when we're talking. And when we're together, she makes long phone calls.
Go ahead. Pretend to read. Don't pretend with me, sugar. Look up. Look at me.
Soon it's all over. We have a long cry about it. She says it's all her fault, and I'm the only one who's ever respected her. I've lost a girl and won a friend.
Yeah, that's my baby. Look at that no good little doll smile. Hey, loan me a few bucks, Bernard.
Do you ever respect girls, Huey?
If I had any respect for girls, I'd never make out.
I have innocent love to give. Won't somebody take it?
Innocent love. Innocent love is good and all that, but it has a tendency to inhibit me.
I have undemanding love to give. Won't somebody take it?
Undemanding love? Sweetie, undemanding love gives me guilt feelings. Try someone else.
I have love that's never been tapped to give. Surely somebody will take it.
Untapped love drowns. Better try someone else.
I have stifled love to give. Isn't somebody going to take it?
Stifled love? Stifled love gives me uncertain feelings. You're bound to find somebody else.
I have embittered love to give. Look, are you going to take it or not?
Gee, baby, I got my own problems.
I have nothing to give.
Gee, you poor kid. Well, why don't you come up to my place and let's talk about it? So she says to me, no person has the right to treat another human being the way you treat me.
Well, she does have a point, Huey. Your actions were high-handed.
So I says to her, look, don't bug me. No one asked you to come over.
That's perfectly true. It was her own idea.
So she says to me, you've robbed me of my dignity. Don't I mean anything to you?
That's understandable. There was no real relationship.
So I says to her, look, don't bug me. I'm late for class.
Oh, Huey, I get the feeling that you're rationalizing.
Man, she goes wild. She starts breaking up all my Beethoven quartets.
Oh, my God, two wrongs never make a right.
So I belted her.
I feel that violence in the case of girls is most often indefensible.
Man, she fell all over me. I couldn't get to class for a week.
Can I have her next?
I found a flower.
I found a flower.
My flower is big and beautiful and extremely robust.
That's true.
Your flower is dark and ungainly and may not live till morning.
It will certainly be a struggle.
I love my flower for all its beauty and richness.
I love my flower for its spiritual values.
What spiritual value?
My flower is a tragic flower. It has soul. It has poetry.
Just because my flower is bigger, it can't have poetry?
My flower must struggle for hourly survival. It is taken with the basics. It broods about the deep things.
Are you calling my flower a dilettante?
Your flower is rich and probably has a leisure problem.
I suddenly feel like beating your flower over the head with my flower.
My flower would die lovingly.
I apologize. I have a vulgar flower.
My flower truly understands.
I never used to go out on the street. I was always afraid I'd get beat up. I know it's a stupid fear. I know it's unrealistic. I looked up statistics on people who got beat up when they went out on the street. It's surprisingly small. But still, I got my food delivered, my newspapers delivered, and I had all my dates at my house. And as long as I didn't go out on the street, well, I seemed fine. Until one day, when I was sitting comfortably in my living room, I all of a sudden got this feeling that I dare not go into the kitchen. For if I went into the kitchen, I'd get beat up. So I sat through all 4 late shows thinking my problem out. And at 5 in the morning, I finally realized that it wasn't anybody on the outside that I was afraid of. It was me I was afraid of. That actually the only person who ever regularly beat me up was myself. So I arose without fear and went into the kitchen. And nobody beat me up. I put on my coat without fear, went out on the street. And again, nobody beat me up. Like for the first time, I felt alive. And I knew I would never be afraid again. Like, I felt so good that the first couple of people that I saw, I beat up.
wasn't going to scream. I was going to discuss this with you.
It won't work. 3 times this week, Mark's discussed me out of taking their pocketbooks. I've got to live too, you know.
Faster than the speed of light.
Oh my God!
More powerful than a locomotive.
It's
Able to leap tall buildings in a single bound.
Superman!
Ha-ha! That scoundrel won't hurt you anymore, madam, or else you'll have to deal with Superman!
What's this, a gag?
Indeed no, madam. Superman does not gag. Superman has no sense of humor!
You can't really be.
But I am, madam, I am!
Who I used to read about in comic books all the time?
Superman, madam! Superman!
There's something wrong.
Madam?
Doesn't that costume make you look lumpy in your street clothes? I mean, the cape and all.
Well, it is a bit warm. I usually take summers off.
Why do you wear it?
What?
You know, the costume, the cape.
It's the uniform of Superman.
It's rather effeminate, don't you think?
Hold on.
It's terribly skin tight. You're not a transvestite, are you? Oh, you don't have to answer that if you don't want to.
Hey, what?
You know, do you rescue more men than women?
I rescue only those in dire straits.
Why?
What? Why what?
Why this compulsion to rescue? Oh, are you a cop? Do you get paid for it? Is it your job?
Well, no one hired me if that's what you mean.
Then you just do it for kicks? Run around in skin-tight leotards and rescue people for the thrill of it?
I fight crime.
You can't fight crime in a business suit?
You think I'm an exhibitionist?
You could spend more time reading.
I think it's wrong to judge Superman the way you judge other people.
Everybody thinks he's special, but they don't run around in skin-tight, effeminate leotards.
All right, I admit it. I do rescue more men than women, but that's because more men get in trouble than women. I'm all right.
I didn't say a word.
I know what you are thinking.
How come you're not married?
I fight crime most of the time.
A man your age?
I think it's wrong to judge Superman the way you judge Earth people. I admit, if I came from Earth and wore skin-tight effeminate leotards and rescued more men than women, it would seem suspicious. But I'm from Krypton.
Look, I'm not arguing.
I don't want you to go away with the wrong idea.
If it makes you feel more secure to be what you call Superman.
I am, I tell you, I am. You want me to prove it to you? Want me to leap a tall building in a single bound?
Honey, you don't have to prove anything to me. Why this compulsion to rescue? Why hurt yourself? What are these doubts that torment you so terribly that you have to run around and prove your masculinity to everybody?
All right, fine. Have it your way. I'm not Superman, all right? You feel better? I'm not. It's all a gag, all right?
You'll see. You've come to a wise conclusion.
But you will admit I'm better than average.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Say, can I take you to the theater tomorrow night?
I'm washing my hair.
The next night?
I'm sorry, I'm busy.
Well, can I see you sometime?
Well, evenings are hard. Maybe lunch. You won't wear that costume.
No, a suit. I swear, a suit. I'll go out this minute and, buy a suit.
What's wrong? You're standing funny.
I've got a stomach ache.
Are you all right? Can you get home okay?
It's only a short ways. I should be able to manage if I go slow. You're very considerate.
Take it easy. Don't rush around so much. You'll find you'll feel better.
Thank you. You've been a great help. I'll keep in touch.
Drink some hot soup.
Don't scream. Give me your purse.
Superman! Come quick! Superman!
Who?
You're arguing with me.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm trying to make a point.
There's a difference between making a point and embarking on a sadistic attack.
If sadism is your equivalent of an impartial judgment, then I admit to being a sadist.
How easy to be flipped when one precludes responsibility.
How irresponsible of one so irresponsible to speak of irresponsibility.
If you must project your own inadequacies into a discussion of the facts, I see no point carrying this further.
Oh, how like you to use attack as a disguise for retreat.
If we're not arguing, as you so heatedly claim, what is it I'm retreating from?
I'm getting a stomachache.
Oh, me too.
Let's knock off and go to a movie.
All right, I will if you really want me to.
I do. You know I do.
But you must know one thing before we do it. You must understand about me.
Tell me. I'll understand.
I'll feel guilty.
You won't. I promise you won't.
It doesn't matter. I feel guilty every time. It's a characteristic.
I think we can work it out.
You understand it has nothing whatsoever to do with you.
I'm glad.
I mean, I feel guilty no matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's you or anybody.
Grand.
You do understand, don't you? I feel so much better now that we talked this out.
Swell.
I'm ready now.
Forget it.
I'm standing right in front of you. Can you see me?
Can't talk to him. Just can't get through anymore.
You live in your own private little world. Open it up, air it out, look at me. Look at me!
Always it's you, never it's me. I have rights, I'm a person.
I can't talk to you. I can't get through anymore.
I'm standing right in front of you. Do you see me?
Always it's you, never it's me. I have rights. I'm a person.
You live in your own private little world. Open it up, air it out. Look at me, look at me. What's the use?
You haven't heard a single word I've said. What?
What? What?
Okay, put on your shoes. I'll walk you to the subway.
You needn't bother. I've never met anyone so crude in my life. Some people are animals. They eat, they sleep, they drink, Some people are animals.
Yeah, animals. Now, put on your shoes. I'll walk you to the subway.
You want everything your own way. You're spoiled. You think as soon as you meet a girl and she lets you kiss her and pays for your dinner and takes you to the theater and goes with you to your apartment, you can have everything your own way. You're spoiled.
Uh-huh. Spoiled. Now, put on your shoes. I'll walk you to the subway.
This may come as a surprise, but I'm a person. I read paperbacks.
Yeah. Paperbacks.
Oh, you certainly gave me a different impression on the street. On the street, I thought, underneath your animal pose, there was a shy, sensitive, tortured soul who'd been hurt badly as a child, so was now in rebellion. But with patience and care from the right woman would melt. That's why I came here. Not for the reason you think. I came here to help you melt.
Melt. Now, put on your shoes. I'll walk you to the subway.
Oh, what a child I was. How stupidly naive. You don't have a sensitive soul. This may come as a surprise, but there are other things in this world besides self-gratification. Grab, push, grab, push. I don't like being pushed into things. I'm a girl. I need a little time.
Time. Now, put on your shoes. I'll walk you to the subway.
I mean, we've hardly even talked. I know what you're going to say. Too much time is spent in talking. That my kind use talk as a substitute for action. Well, in spirit, I agree with you. But I can't help being who I am. I can't help coming from my background. I can't help being a product of my environment. In my crowd, they talk first. It's weak, I know, but they talk first.
Yeah, talk. Now, put on your shoes. I'll walk you to the subway.
Oh, you're certainly anxious to get rid of me. I don't know why you have to be so nasty. It's not as if I promised you anything. I mean, we practically just met. It's not as if it's our second date.
First, second. Ah! Now put on your shoes. I'll walk you to the subway.
Women hate to be used. You can't use them the way you want to, always on your own terms. You have to give them some time. If they're going to be used, you have to let them make the decision that you'll use them. I've been used before. It's all men know how to do. But each time, it was my decision to be used. And I can assure you, everyone was a lot happier that way.
Happier?
Isn't there time for a cigarette? You're a very strange boy, Huey. I think the reason you want to get rid of me so quickly is that I'm the first woman who's ever challenged you. And you're not sure how to handle that. You're used to women falling all over you. You're an attractive boy, but I won't fall over a man. I find it interesting to see you so puzzled. I do puzzle you, don't I?
Puzzle? Now, put on your shoes. I'll walk you to
Honestly, I'm no threat. Men, the partiers, always view women they're attracted to as threats. I do believe I'm beginning to feel better. I know I'd feel more relaxed after a few beers.
I think I'm out.
I have money.
Do you have enough for cigarettes?
Certainly. Is there a delicatessen near here?
Around the corner. Say, why don't you pick up a couple of sandwiches?
Fine. Any particular kind?
I trust you.
See how foolish you were to worry? Everything is going to be all right.
Yeah.
Life is a game.
No, life is the wearing of masks. Everybody knows that.
For example, up until a minute ago, we were playing the love game. Now we're playing the argument game.
No, it's a mask. The argument mask is just a cover-up for our disappointment in the love mask.
If you didn't have the too cool attitude that life was a mask, then I may not have been disappointed in the love game.
And if you think that being treated as a team player is my idea of a good mask, you're out of your mind.
This is all kind of silly, isn't it?
I suppose so.
I mean, what's it matter? Masks or games? If there's anything in this world that is not a game, it's my love for you, Isabel.
And if for a moment in this age of disguises, we could drop our masks, my true face would say, I love you.
My darling.
My heart. Men don't understand me. They think I talk too much. Men don't understand. They shouldn't listen to what I say. They should listen to what I mean. What I say is blah, blah, blah. What I mean is beauty and poetry. What I say is gibble, gabble, gibble. What I mean is I am a lost soul. Study my haunted eyes. What I say is ha, ha, ha. What I mean is life is a waste, and nobody cares a fig for me. Someday, I will meet a man who will see through my stupid words and know instantly the fragile, delicate perfection behind them. He will see through me. Ours will be a beautiful love. I'll hurt him.
Man, that's what a rebel is. I mean, he don't talk up to no judge. He don't say it's a bad rap. 'Cause he knows he's guilty. Like, to him, just living is a crime. So, he cuts out. You know, man, he withdraws. And then he goes with his own and says, "Nerds, I do not know you." That's rebellion, man. So, he learns a new tongue, like a different language. Then all the nerds come around and he says, "What are they saying?" That's rebellion, man. Soon, he's so withdrawn, he only hears himself. So, he writes it in a book. And all the nerds come around and say, "Hey, here's the latest." They all buy his withdrawal, and everybody makes a mint. That's rebellion, man.
In this dance, I have symbolized youth, its hopes, its wishes, its dreams, its choice of friends, of lovers, of gods. Youth, bright and eager to search life for its meaning, certain in knowledge that it will find that meaning. And then comes disillusion, the disappointment of friends, the inadequacy of lovers, and the failure of gods, the gaining of bitter insights. There is no one who doesn't lie. There is nothing incorruptible. They're all chains and out to get you. Don't you believe a single one of the no good dirty? Oh, never mind. I still don't feel like dancing.
I greet the world with a smile. Hello, world. You know, I used to think that you were my enemy, but I was wrong. Then I used to think you were my friend, but I was wrong again. But now I've researched, looked up, and talked to all my intelligent friends, and now I know where you stand, world. Why, you don't even know that I exist, world. Why, as long as you stay neutral, I stand a chance.